This is a systemic crisis. It's also necessary to engage a variety of stakeholders across society to build a different and a better economy and society.
So I think every one of us needs to accept the fact the speed that was acceptable 12 months ago to deal with problems will not be acceptable today. We must move much faster.
We could say that a third of our population is really totally not participating in our economy, in our society as innovators as they should.
COVID-19 has made our world understandably nervous about complete dependence and dominant providers.
What is desperately needed and what we must deliver is a sustainable form of capitalism.
We need to address the fact that the Africans have been dehumanized. And they have, during slavery and with the hierarchization of humans,
there's been a huge shift in hard infrastructure. So we've moved into all of this knowledge infrastructure, and there are gaps, in digital infrastructure access.
We'll see a process. It's not 0 or 1. Probably we're seeing it's a transition or an accommodation process.
How we also accelerate partnerships that align with our mission, our priorities, but also advancing sustainable development goals.
The primacy of metrics, of science-based communication that has reached a global audience. So how can we use that kind of powerful demonstration of innovation on urban mobility?
Resilience cannot mean that a rich country buys all the therapeutics that are available and leave everyone else out dry. It's good for a single country, but it's not good for the world.
We need to integrate in this new normality equity and equality.
One aspect of resilience is using those techniques that you may have set up for something separate, but applying them to this current point in time is needed.
We've got a wealth of resources at our fingertips. How do we bring those supports and investments and scale them up?
Our future depends on productive alliances. No single entity acting alone can bring innovations required to society to address the challenges of the future.
I wanted to highlight that and also talk about the power of individuals to change and do things.
We need to think about what are the relationships we need to build. Relationships between individual to individual and organization to organization.
We demand transparency and a greater inclusion of more voices. And these people should be in the table of conversations as well as the rest of the politicians.
We're seeing significant economic partnerships through supply chain disruptions, new collaborative supply chain behavior to get goods and services to the regions of need.
We need to go beyond our normal boundaries in order to engage and change reality and reframe things.
We got to be resilient. We got to build new relationships that will be critical in this time. And somehow we got to go much faster than we have before.